Did you know that Jon Stewart, at 61 years old, abruptly left The Daily Show again in 2025, shocking fans, colleagues, and even top Comedy Central executives? After making a celebrated return just last year, Stewart's sudden departure wasn't just unexpected. It's now the subject of heated debates, conspiracy theories, and insider leaks that have the internet in a frenzy. Stewart, who originally left The Daily Show in 2015 after 16 iconic years, returned in 2024 to much fanfare. For a few brief months, it felt like Jon Stewart had never left. He was once again the voice of reason, sarcasm, and biting critique, in a media world often driven by outrage and division. But something clearly went wrong behind the scenes. Rumors of tension began swirling as early as January 2025, just a few weeks before Stewart's final show. Several insiders noted a sharp shift in his tone, less humor, more frustration. He was reportedly clashing with network executives over creative control, pushing back against pressure to focus more on entertainment and less on hard-hitting political analysis. The final straw reportedly came during the taping of a February episode where Stewart criticized major corporate media outlets, including those connected to Comedy Central's parent company, Paramount Global. That segment never aired. Instead, a hastily edited episode replaced it, and Stewart was noticeably absent from promotional materials for the following week's show. 2025 has been a politically volatile year, with a presidential election looming and media polarization at an all-time high. Stewart, true to form, wasn't afraid to target both sides of the aisle. He criticized Democratic leadership for complacency and Republican leaders for authoritarian leanings. But it was his relentless scrutiny of corporate lobbying, pharmaceutical influence, and billionaire donors that reportedly triggered the biggest backlash. What's even more surprising is how Stewart's audience responded. Instead of tuning out, viewers doubled down. His YouTube clips from January and early February became some of the most shared political content of the year, with millions praising his fearless commentary. But Comedy Central has remained largely silent, issuing only a brief statement thanking him for his temporary return. Behind the scenes, however, Stewart is far from finished. In late May 2025, news emerged that he's launching his own independent media platform, free from corporate influence and commercial sponsors. This isn't just another comedy show, it's a platform built to question everything mainstream. Media won't, or can't. Stewart has also been approached by major podcast platforms, with Spotify and Apple reportedly offering multi-million-dollar deals to host his new content. But insiders say he's leaning toward building something ad-free and subscription-based, taking cues from creators like Joe Rogan and independent news networks. Fans are still reeling from his sudden departure, but there's a growing belief that it could be a blessing in disguise. Without the constraints of network television, Stewart may finally be free to say everything he's been holding back. His upcoming platform, set to launch in fall 2025, will likely be more raw, more investigative, and potentially more controversial than anything he's done before. It's also worth noting the personal toll his return and exit may have taken. Friends close to Stewart say he was deeply disillusioned by how little had changed in the years since he left the first time. Yet, instead of giving up, Stewart is doubling down. His next move could redefine how we consume truth in a post-truth era. And now for number 1, the most shocking truth behind Stewart's exit. In documents leaked just last week, it was revealed that a media conglomerate closely linked to The Daily Show's parent company had been actively lobbying against government regulations Stewart was advocating for on-air. If you're as stunned as we are by what really happened, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the stories the media won't tell you, and let us know in the comments, will you follow Stewart on his next chapter? Stay informed, stay curious, and we'll see you next time.